Good morning, my friends. I want you to start by just breathing in and then breathing out. Observe the breath as you breathe in, and as you exhale, do the same. It's helpful to label the actual thought as you're doing it. So just tell yourself, as I breathe in, I'm breathing in. As I breathe out, I'm breathing out. The purpose of this meditation is to settle the heart, clear it, and come to some kind of peace within. Doing so, you will increase concentration and focus. Repeating this meditation, you'll be able to develop discipline and patience, which are vital to increasing the quality of your lives. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathing in, tell yourself in breath. Breathing out, tell yourself out breath. Just a level in breath, out breath. If anything, the out breath is a little longer than the in breath. You have more control over that. As you breathe in, start at the crown of the head, the very top of the head, what's called the Fontanel, and bring energy, healing energy from the universe above us, like a silver river into the head, down through the cranium. Let it bathe the scalp, the forehead. Any tension that's built up here is like ice, and with the warming breath of the cosmos and yourself, the ice melts and goes to water. The water courses down your body like rivers, and eventually, because of the body's heat, it turns to mist and floats away. So any tension you feel in the head, as you breathe in and breathe out, it goes from ice to water to mist. Down to the eyes, miracle of eyesight, to perceive color. Right now I look out my window and I see various winter birds alighting on the bird feeders, and here's a slate colored bird that's just landed to have his breakfast. This brings me peace as I breathe in and breathe out. You don't necessarily have to keep your eyes closed, depending on your environment. Calming the eyes down through the nose, a sense of smell. Hearing, bring your breath to your senses. You're hearing this voice. Down to the sense of taste, the mouth, and finally the sense of touch. To be able to perceive tips of your toes, your elbows, your shoulders, top of your head. Every area of skin surface is something that you can sense. The only time it's unsettling is when you can't feel it, if it's numb. Just consider all the nerve endings that it takes to feel every part of you. So there's the senses, and we come down through the face now, the cheekbones, into the jaw. Relax the jaw. Unclench it if you tend to clench your jaw with tension, sometimes anger, worry. Through the neck, front of the neck, the throat. Back of the neck, cerebral cortex, where the brainstem connects to the top of the spinal cord. All your nerves bundled together here. So that you can feel. Down through the shoulders. Breathing in, I'm aware of my shoulders, my biceps, my elbows, my forearms, my wrists, backs of the hands, knuckles, fingers, joints of the fingers, thumbs, palms, heels of the palms, and back up the arms slowly to the shoulders. Relaxing again. Use the image of ice if you feel tension or tightness anywhere. And as you bring breath into that icy spot within you, it melts and trickles down the body like little rivers until it turns to mist because of the body's warmth, floats away, all your tension like clouds moving away from you. Come down through the chest now, the ribs, rib cage housing the lungs and the heart. Lungs, these breathing machines within us that take in oxygen. Oxygen which is exhaled by the trees outside the window. These trees, in a benevolent and beautiful gesture, take in our carbon dioxide and exhale oxygen for us. And the trees are interdependent on the sunlight, the rainfall, the soil. Rainfall is dependent on clouds. The clouds are dependent on the ocean. So the ocean, the rain, the clouds, the sunlight, the soil are all part of your breathing. So as you breathe in, tell yourself you're breathing in clouds, rainfall, sunlight, soil. As you breathe out, you're exhaling oceans. Interdependence. All things depend on all things. It's a good concept. From the lungs, we move to the heart beating. The beating heart is something we take for granted. Without the beating heart, we could not be alive. From the moment of inception in our mother's womb to this very breath, the heart beats faithfully. Through all the troubled times, all the abuses I've heaped on myself, my heart continues to beat. From the heart, we move to the solar plexus, spleen, gallbladder, pancreas, which produces the insulin, liver and kidneys, which help cleanse everything that comes into the body and goes out of the body. Grateful for these internal organs, into the stomach, digestive organs here. Come down to the waist and then slowly back around the sides of the waist to the tailbone, bottom of the spine, and then up slowly by vertebrae by disc, up through the lumbar, relax the lumbar, into the thoracic area of the back, the mid-back, upper back, the clavicle, shoulder blades, and then up to the shoulders, and then start at the top of the spine and descend back down to the tailbone, relaxing as you go. Any spots of tension or tightness, remember that's like ice. And as you breathe in, you warm the ice. As you breathe out, it melts and moves down the body until, with the body's heat, turns it to mist and it floats away like a cloud. It's a good visual to hold in your mind. All tension floating away from you, like mist. Come down through the pelvic area now, through the groin, tailbone, the seat, hips, pelvic bone, thighs, the biggest appendages on the body. All made up of the same as your biceps. Every bit of you is made of skin, and then tissue, muscle, ligament, tendon, arteries, veins, blood flow, and finally bone. Again, any tension you feel, let it go from ice to water to cloud. I'm relaxing fully at this point. We move down into the knees. You see a bluebird has landed, is about to have his breakfast. There's a downy woodpecker in front of me. He's picking at the suet block on the ground. What a wealth of beauty this is. I consider that I am on earth, that I am able to perceive these things with my eyes. I am so grateful for this life, to be present, to be a sentient being, one who is able to perceive his own existence. I am so grateful. Now I move from the thighs into the knees. They're muscle, tendons, ligaments, able to be the joints for the legs so the legs are able to bend. Grateful for my knees as I breathe in, breathe out. Any tension felt in the calves, the shins, I allow it to turn from ice to water to mist. The ankles, amazing flexing points of the legs, where the foot connects with the leg itself and enables the body to walk, to run, jump, crouch, bounce on your heels. Because of the flexing ankles and the heels, you're able to do these things. I'm grateful for my ankles. And then down through the heels we move, breathing in and breathing out. The feet do a lot of work in a day. Any tension we feel in the foot, we allow it to turn from ice to water, from water to mist. It floats away. You look out from this meditation and you see the clouds of tension, anxiety, frustration, anger, despair, judgment, lust, all the clouds that were embedded in your body. Now I've gone from ice to water to mist and floated away. You see them floating away towards the horizon now. You're free of these things. We go through the sole of the foot, instep, balls of the feet, to the toes, top of the feet. Then as you breathe in and out, gently traverse the body back up again. From the top of the head all the way down to the toes again. Just scanning the body for any points that you missed, where you still feel tension. You bring the breath to that area, open it up, and just let that point of tension, anxiety, whatever it is, let it relax. See the ice turn to water, and the water turn to mist, to cloud, and float away. Sitting here, I look out this window, and it's like a window into my heart. I see a frozen lake, winter trees, the limbs are lined with the snowfall from 2 days ago. I see a woodpecker at the feeder, a chickadee, I saw a house finch, nuthatch, red-bellied woodpecker, mourning doves. I am here to witness this. No longer am I preoccupied with my worry, tension, body ache, concern. I feel confident this morning. I feel alive. I'm grateful. And now, as long as space endures, and as long as there are living beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain, to drive away the sorrows of the world. Bless everybody.